Hello sports fans, and welcome to part 3 of the Planet Zoo 100 Baby Challenge. Last episode, we saw the common ostrich team taking the top spot to be the first animal to reach the 100 baby target. Since then, I've let the game run on a little over 2 years because no other animal was even close to the target, so that would have meant a lot of time watching the numbers go up by tiny increments. We're picking up at a point where some of the animals have reached or are close to reaching the halfway mark now. So as things stand, the binturongs are now in second place with 54 offspring. Red panda's still in third now with 51 offspring. The cheetahs have dropped to fourth with a few more babies added in those 2 years, and there's some new faces on the leaderboard too. Southern cassowary, African penguin, pronghorn antelope and the Indian peafowl have been multiplying at a steady pace. That means that some of the less enthusiastic participants and those that were already out of the competition have dropped off the leaderboard completely. I've also cleared out the animals that are no longer competing, which makes it a little easier to keep track of things. Just a little note, we did lose a few more animals during that 2-year period, and unfortunately I didn't catch it all on camera. So this is an updated list of all of those out of the competition. Notably, additional dropouts include the Bengal tiger, bonobo, Nile monitor and the timber wolf. So they are all unfortunately gone. Anyway, today we're going to find out of those left, which of these animals has it in them to reach that 100 babies target as the ostrich did. Fingers crossed we fill up the leaderboard with many more and it's not just the ostrich can achieve it. So we're starting off today with the new kids on the block, the binturongs. They weren't really on the list at all in the last episode. It's only over the last couple of years their numbers really have started to grow. That's put them at the top of the still active teams, but as you can see there's very little in between the top spots at the moment, so it's still anyone's game. Oh, and a very sad first death today. I had high hopes for this team achieving greatness, but unfortunately that is the cheetah out. 48 babies in total, so almost halfway, but OG cheetahs just didn't have the longevity to see it through. Indian peafowl just doubled their numbers with the latest round of births, taking them from 24 to 48 babies in total. If they can do that again on the next round of pregnancies, that will take them almost to the total. New entry to the leaderboard here, red ruff lemur coming in with 27 babies so far. We'll have to keep an eye on these guys. One baby behind the peafowl, the southern cassowary has had an impressive round of birthing as well. These birds are in clear competition. African penguin clearly not wanting to miss out on the action. They're at 41 now, so not far behind the other birds. The unfortunate nature of the alpha couple mating system has come to light here in the Arctic fox enclosure. Both OG foxes have now aged beyond their fertility, as have many of their offspring too. Unfortunately, as the foxes age beyond the ability to procreate, the alpha status never switched off, which still blocked any of the offspring procreating themselves. So this is why our pack animals have all dropped out with relatively low numbers. There's never been any capability beyond the OG pair to procreate. So when they've aged up, no other animal has taken over. This is unfortunate news for our foxes here. They'll never proceed beyond the 30 babies they've already achieved. That will be their total now until they've both passed away. What a shame. If alpha status had been contested, then this could have been a very different outcome for the foxes and the other pack animals that have been competing too. As is, most of those, their ability to reach 100 babies is next to zero. This is the grizzly bears, and they really haven't achieved much, but just next door, for an animal so similar in nature, look at the difference. Our Himalayan brown bears are up to 35 offspring, and I think that number's going to be growing in the future. Another explosive round of births has topped out our red panda population to 85 offspring. So only 15 away from the target, and it's getting very, very busy in here. I suspect one more round of pregnancies will do it. A sad end for the Arctic foxes here. They lived long, but hadn't progressed their pregnancies beyond 30 for a very long time, for obvious reasons. Still, it's sad to see them go. Another round of births with the red pandas, and only up to 95 this time. The fertility in the enclosure is pretty poor at this point, so they're only producing one baby each. The other problem is one of the OG pandas passed away, so we've only got one left, and they are very elderly by this point. Now it's a test of time to see if they can go through another round of pregnancies before the OG panda passes away. Final call for the common warthog here. They must have had an influx of births recently because they've got all the way up to 49, so impressive. That's also African penguin out with a total of 58. Southern cassowaries have had another big round of babies here, not quite as big as the last one, so I don't think red panda's under any threat just yet, unless OG red panda dies soon. Cassowaries have a much longer lifespan, so they can just wait it out. Indeed, another round of births, and red panda has hit the target. This is 100 red pandas in all their glory. Well done. OG red panda still alive there and can retire to a life of luxury. Binturong's just hit the 85 mark. Another wave of babies should see them hit that 100 target as well. Well, peafowl did it. They just over doubled their numbers with a massive round of births at the same time. They join the League of Winners and take third place. Yep, there's 50 odd baby peafowls in that group there. Well done. Southern Cassowary slowing down a little with their reproduction here. Not that many babies in this round of births. Redruff Lemur back on the leaderboard with 50 offspring now. Cassowary has done it. They've beaten the Binturong to 4th place, finally hitting that 100 baby mark. Big push there at the end to get over the line. We're actually way over the 100 mark now, so congratulations Cassowary. Coming in 5th, not that far behind the Cassowary there, 100 Binturongs. Not one of the animals that would have been on my initial list of potential winners. I honestly had no idea that they could live that long. So a surprise result there, but well done Binturong. Kicking into gear at the gharial enclosure, they've just sneaked into the leaderboard because offspring of the OGs have just matured and started having babies of their own. Himalayan bears are still going, up to 60 now. I'm a little worried about these guys because they are starting to get hungry and they're not getting fed as much as they should be. Might be the dreaded feeding glitch, which if it is, that could be trouble. Gharial's up to 83 now. Lots and lots of baby gharials in there. Ended the line for black and white ruff lemur, and they somehow managed to find their way up to 69 babies there. So they've recently done very, very well for themselves. Just not quite enough to beat that 100 baby challenge. Success over at the gharial enclosure. We reached 100. I knew they could do it. Well done, gharials. I figured out the bear problem. There wasn't enough space. The keeper was coming in, looking around saying, oh, the bears are fine, they don't need feeding, even though they were starving. And I think it was because they were taking up so much space, the keeper couldn't get past them. So it would default to that everything was fine. Luckily, I figured it out in time, was able to annex the enclosure behind them. So they're getting fed fine now, and they're all happy bears. 72 of them now as well. Win for the red ruff lemurs here. They reached the target, 100 lemurs. Funny how these guys met the target but the black and white ones couldn't. Hey ho, well done red ruff lemur. 98 Himalayan bears, and we're in the middle of a breeding cycle, so fingers crossed. There we go, 99, one more, come on. One more bear and we're there. Yes, that's it. 100 Himalayan bears, well done. I was so worried we were about to lose them all not that long ago. So this is a personal and significant win to me. So relieved. Surprise entry onto the board from the saltwater croc here. Late bloomers, but now that the initial offspring have matured, they're all producing way more babies very quickly and effectively. Haven't seen these guys in a while. The Aldabra giant tortoises. The OG parents stopped having babies a while ago. However, once their babies matured to adulthood, they started having their own. It took about 25 years, but now that they have, we're definitely going to hit that 100 babies target. Oh, that's unfortunate. OG saltwater croc passed away. They were up to 88 babies total. So near, yet so far from that 100 achievement. Lots of the females are pregnant as well, but it doesn't count. Sorry, crocs. That's it. You're out. You're done. And you would get there eventually. Aldabra Tortoise has hit the 100 babies mark. Yeah, they didn't win technically because they're not at the top, but I'm going to see that as a huge win for the tortoise because they never win anything. Well done, guys. Now, the Aldabra Tortoise team was one of 2 teams left in the challenge. Every other species has succumbed to the passage of time. They haven't featured in the series since the very early doors when we pressed play in the first episode, because they've never been anywhere near the leaderboard since the start. But they are very much still in the race. Our final push for the challenge will be to see if we can get them over the line, and wouldn't it be an amazing finish if they did? But before I reveal the remaining team, there is something else we need to do. Today's events, to fit it all into one video, I've only covered the animals featured on the leaderboard, but there have been many teams lost over the course of today's events, and it's only right to show you how they did, how they fared in the challenge. So, before we meet our final team, we honour those lost in the only way I know how. So, did you guess correctly? The only team left in play is the Greater Flamingo. And these guys have really been taking their time. We're now into year 162, so 38 years after we pushed the play button. And the flamingos are still only up to 35 babies born in that time. Their saving grace is that they live to a very old age. And they're both still alive now, with plenty of life still in them. So my plan is to push the fast forward button and see this through to the end. I'm going to open the enclosure out a bit just in case they start not getting fed and I miss it because it's on fast forward. We don't want that. And we'll check back in a couple of years and see if this number's grown. Well, it's 7 years later and we've lost OG Flamingo Dad. The number of flamingos has certainly grown and we're up to 77 now, so it's certainly getting there slowly. There's still one OG flamingo left though, and as they say, it's not over till the fat lady sings, or in this case, till the pink flamingo croaks it. So we carry on, and either we get to 100 or we lose the other OG flamingo. It's so close. I really hope they make it and we can go out on a high note. Best of luck, guys. Well then, what do we have here? Is that 100 flamingos and an OG flamingo still alive? Yes, it is. We did it. Oh, I'm so happy for them. What a way to end the competition. The slowest team to get to 100 babies without dying first. Many, many congratulations to the flamingo team there. Let's get them on the leaderboard where they belong. So there we have it, ladies and gents. The final leaderboard. And a full house too. So what that means is, out of 92 habitat species in the game, only 10 of them passed this challenge. So a significant feat there for those that did. I hope you've all enjoyed this challenge. It's been 171 years of gameplay, 25 hours of video footage, and significantly more than that in editing that down into the 3-part series. Well worth it though, even just for my own curiosity. Now, I say this is the final part of this series. However, the new Wetlands Animal Pack is landing very soon, and that includes 7 brand new habitat animals that are going to feel very left out if we don't include them. So, watch this space. A 100 Baby Challenge bonus video will be landing shortly. Until then, thanks for watching. Bye for now.